Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I've finished level 10 linking another one of my boys. We have him on a 200% category lead. We have this INT Vegeta fully EZA'd, fully level 10 links. The only thing he isn't is rainbowed. We do have him at 79% in the dupe system. And when I used him back on his showcase when he EZA'd a few months back, he thoroughly impressed me, like surprisingly impressed me massively. He's also one of the main reasons why I think I finally, after all this time, finished Connected Hope for the Legendary GT Goku event mission, which I'll do a video on that soon. But we finished level 10 linking him. I'm really looking forward to using him on a level 10 links, or at level 10 links on a 200% category. Because I said, he's already surprisingly pressed me anyway before getting him to level 10 links. And 79% in the dupe system is pretty much almost at his very pinnacle without having him rainbowed. Like, getting those extra 2 dupe systems, it's good having the extra stats here and there, but 2 dupes, you're going to be more than fine with that. And this is going to be one of the only times I don't actually have every single link active, and that's because of the link Golden Z Fire. I'm not going to lie, I don't even remember this link whatsoever, but it doesn't really add anything that's going to change anything to his stats. It just adds an extra 5% on crit chance, which just isn't overly important. And if you look at the units that get it off, it's just, yeah, it's not a good link. You know, an extra 5% on crit chance isn't all that. So yeah, it's not really going to be affecting anything to do with his attack and defense. So I'm not even going to bother getting it off. And what's actually quite nice about this Jeets is you can get him on the 200% category of Gifted Warriors, Vegeta's family, and also Gifted Warriors and Majin Buu Saga also. So you can get him under 200% category leads and then run him on either of those teams, which he's going to do very, very well on. And we're going to be linking him up with the tech transforming Majin Vegeta because they do share, I think, prior to transforming, 6 out of 7 links, which, as I said, the only one we don't have to worry about is Golden, what is it, Golden Z Warrior or something like that. And then once he transforms, they have 5, but that's fine because the only link we're missing is Prepared for Battle, which we're going to be getting with the support Xeno Jeets. But do let me know what you think of him down in the comments, and don't forget to drop a like and subscribe on the video, and I'll hop into the Goku event and see what this boy can do. Okay guys, here we are, linked up with the tech transforming Majin Vegeta. Of course, he is 79% in the dupe system, so at some point in the future, if I ever do rainbow him, this is something I do want to revisit, see what they can do at their very, very best. To be fair, it actually doesn't link too badly with the Dokkan Fest Majin Vegeta. As I said, I did use him to help my Connected Hope GT Goku event mission run. And this was actually a rotation I run, which was the Dokkan Fest Majin Vegeta and this guy together, which, as I said, it actually worked really well. The only part that it kind of hurts is the Dokkan Fest Majin Vegeta not having that all-important over in a flash link, which of course gives him an extra key to help him get super attacks off. So that's the only part that kind of hurt it. But don't forget, this EZA Vegeta here actually is an orb changer. Changes Tech Keys Fizz to Int Keys Fizz when there is an ally whose name includes Goku. So as long as you're running on a team that there's a Goku ally, this can kind of work a little bit better. You know, if you're not doing that and you're running full Vegeta's family rather than like a mixture of, you know, Majin Buu Saga and Gifted Warriors, obviously you can't really take advantage of that. But for the most part, this rotation actually worked quite nicely. It's just, he was lacking for ki a little bit. And then they are both kind of orb hungry. You know, this guy does get attack plus 30%, defense plus 20% per keys for obtained. Whereas this guy, you want to be getting 6 keys fizz so you get the guard. And the similar thing can be applied to this guy and this EZA Vegeta as well, because 6 keys fizz also gets this Vegeta his guard, but I don't think it's too bad as the Dokkan Fest Majin Vegeta. But right now we do have every single link active that we need, as the Golden Z Fighter just isn't important for extra 5% crit. So we have everything active at level 10. So same warrior race is giving us attack plus 10%, royal lineage key plus 2 and attack plus 5%, so that's 15%. Saiyan Pride is attack plus 20%, so that's an extra 35% on attack. Prepared for Battle was key plus 2 and attack and defense plus 5%, so that's 40. Supreme Power is attack and defense plus 10%, and Fierce Battle's attack plus 20%. So we're sitting in a region of like an extra attack plus 60-70%, somewhere like that. So what are we sitting on? What are we sitting on in terms of actual stats? 292k attack stat and 124k defense, which for a side EZA, not side banner EZA, but a side EZA, not like a major Dokkan Fest or an LR, those are some pretty impressive numbers. Again, 79% in the dupe system, not fully rainbowed. This guy is dependent, in terms of his numbers, he is highly dependent on picking up orbs, as many orbs as possible. But for attack and defense plus 120 at the start of turn, And that is just literally at the start of turn with no orbs picked up. That is still pretty impressive. So we can get him about 6 key spheres right now, which means he's getting an additional attack plus 180 and defense plus 120. So that's going to take him up to what, like attack plus 300% and defense plus 240. So what are we sitting on right now? Attack. His attack stat is 718k and 192k defense. That's even before he's supered, which, you know, I know he's not getting anything on super attack, but don't forget, on super attack he causes supreme damage to enemy and raises attack and defense for 3 turns by 50%. So when he supers, he's going to be putting out some very impressive numbers. 4 mil. 4 mil. You know, I know that's not on the level of, you know, some of the Dokkan Fests we've seen, but don't forget, this guy's in a Dokkan Fest. This guy's in an LR. This is just a side EZA that came out. He didn't even come out with any Dokkan Fest EZAs. He just got side EZA'd, and you know, the Strength Goku, the Super Buu who was bad, those free-to-play units. So a 4 mil attack stat is pretty good. Is pretty good when you consider literally at 55%. That's what Dokkan Fest Margin Vegeta is putting out with majority of his links active. That's pretty good. And again, don't forget, he's going to be raising his attack and defense by 50% for 3 turns. 3 turns. That's just the beginning. That is just the start. So we're gonna see where that goes up to, you know, as we carry on. It probably would have been a better idea to keep the Xeno Super Saiyan Vegeta off rotation, but you know, we've already left him in that floater spot, because then we could have seen the numbers he's putting out without any support until like the final turn. But you know, that's fine, because even in a longer event like this, you could actually get away with, especially on a full 200% category lead of Vegeta's family, even on 170. But you know, he falls under 200% category lead of Vegeta's family and Gifted Warriors. Taking that Xeno Super Saiyan Vegeta in GT Goku event, Vegeta event, or even the old Goku event is actually viable, because he stacks and he'll be under a 200% lead. So this is actually quite a realistic rotation for him. So of the 1 super attack, which is 150%, up to 439k attack stat. He has more attack stat currently than the Dokkan Fest transforming Margin Vegeta. He's rainbowed level 10 links, so that's pretty impressive, and 186k defense. So we can get him 4 obs right now, so that's an extra 120 attack and also an extra 80% defense. Now we're up to a 916k attack stat and 254k defense. That's again even before he's raised his attack and defense by 50% again for the 2nd turn. So those are some good numbers. So we're on 3.7, which is okay. Of course, we didn't have as many key spheres. That's mainly when the key spheres are going to kick in like even more. Of course, you know, the numbers on the attack and defense before we super are going to go up when we pick up the key spheres before we even super attack. But you know, that attack and defense plus 50% is, you know, kicking in every single turn for the next 3 turns. Next turn will be the last turn. But of course, you know, the attack and defense, the actual attack stats, sorry, shall I say, you're actually going to see being output on super attack. You know, that all depends on how many key spheres we can get. But still, even with only 4 key spheres, having a 3.7 mil attack stat is still pretty impressive for a side banner EZA. Not even side banner, no, it's not even a side banner. Just for a side EZA. Just for a side EZA, 3.7 million is very impressive. So, you know, if you can give this guy as many orbs as possible, you could be easily having over a 4 mil attack stat, maybe even a 5 mil attack stat. And, you know, we're starting to get into, like, the upper echelons of some units in Dokkan's kind of damage output. So this is the final turn, and fun enough, we actually got the support on this turn as well. So this is the last turn when we'll get attack and defense plus 50% for 3 turns. We have a 519k attack stat and 220k defense. For a unit that isn't a Dokkan Fest EZA, an LR EZA, anything like that, those are some pretty impressive numbers to have at the start of turn. So even before he super attacked, or actually not before he super attacked this turn, but you know, after he super attacked for 2-3 turns and he's raised his defense by 50% for those 3 turns, he's very good offensively, which we've already seen even before level 10 links. And he has good defensive numbers for a unit that doesn't have guard, doesn't have damage reduction, no evade. Literally, those are some good numbers to have at the start of turn. And that's even before he's got any additional key spheres to get the extra attack plus 30% per key sphere obtained, and extra defense plus 20% per key sphere obtained. So even if you're not giving him the most orbs, after he super attacked for 2-3 turns, you're still having some pretty good numbers at the start of turn, even if you haven't picked up that many keys viz, even if you haven't fed him to get that additional attack plus 30%, defense plus 20% per keys for obtained. So that means once he super attacked, and as I said, I can say this from experience by using him in that Connected Hope GT Goku event run, he defended very well. Literally, even in some scenarios where I'm more focused on Majin Vegeta getting his guard off, he's still putting out some decent numbers. I mean, which you're seeing here for his standard of unit, some very good numbers. And not only that, defending very, very well. And that's even, again, without giving him the most keys fizz to just feed him to get the additional attack and defense. So right now, we can actually get him 10 keys fizz. So this is going to be huge. This is an extra attack plus 300%. And defense plus 200% with support. Don't forget, this is with support. So a 1.5 million attack stat and 389k defense, almost 400k, and he hasn't even supered yet. So that means without support, you're still on like a 1.4 mil attack stat. That means on defense, you're still above 300k, which is ridiculous. Even with support, even without the support right now, these numbers would be insane. Honestly, and just funny, there was probably some tech keys fizz, and I probably didn't notice that he changed them, but we, technically, if this was a normal run, not only would we have just absolutely fed him like a plethora of orbs, 10 keys fizz, we also would have got Majin Vegeta's guard off. I know it's technically the wrong Majin Vegeta that I used, but still, it worked. 6.2 million attack stat. That's on the level of some Dokkan Fest that we have nowadays. Which is crazy to think, because that is a side EZA. You know, that is with support as well, but even without the support, you're still looking at like, what, 5.4, 5.6 mil attack stat, which is still incredibly good for this caliber of unit. I told you, this guy is so good. When we first done the showcase of his EZA, I was pleasantly surprised. And with level 10 links, he is crazy, crazy good. Crazy, crazy good. And I said, from experience, he can really handle himself when it comes to longer events like GT Goku event and Vegeta event. And, you know, considering he doesn't stack or like kind of mini stacking for 3 turns with that 50% attack and defense on super, that's great for short events like SBR and ESBR where you're spending about 5-6 turns max in each fight. As long as you give him a decent amount of orbs, and even then, once he super attacks, even if you're not giving him like 10 key spheres each turn, like a couple key spheres, like 3-4 key spheres, as long as he super attacks, he should be good. You know, I would say the more important part is just making sure you tank less damage with him. Again, because he's a unit that doesn't have guard, damage reduction, or evade. But the main thing with getting in those key spheres is just to make sure he does even more damage. Which, you know, with dupes in at 79%, he's got crits. He's getting additionals. If he gets an additional, you're winning. But unfortunately, we didn't get any here. And he's a Vegeta unit. So getting stuff like Saiyan, Warrior Race, Royal Lineage, Saiyan Pride, Active, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle. Those are quite common links that a lot of Super Saiyan units have, or Pure Saiyan units have. And not only that, Saiyan Warrior Race, Royal Lineage, Saiyan Pride individually are very common Vegeta links. So getting his links active on any team you run him on that has a plethora of Vegeta units, Vegeta's family, or specifically the 200% category lead where he can perform at his best, which of course is Vegeta's family and Gifted Warriors, which are filled with Vegeta units. It's going to be very easy to link him, but I am thoroughly impressed. So because of this, I think soon I'm going to have to drop my Connected Hope run where I finally finished the Connected Hope mission on GT Goku event. You can see what he can really do. You know, even without all of his links active. I think he was level 10 links at that point. I could be wrong though. He was almost finished at that point, if not. Do let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll see you next video, guys. And peace.